Car in this lay-by at Penmorfa. There's Molly Guest over there. Unfortunately, it's gone a bit cloudy, and I'm going for a kind of like a walk I have done before, but a long time ago. So I've pretty well forgotten what it was like. Okay, I'm turning up this lane here. It goes into a quiet lane. There was no rain forecast today. It was forecast to be light cloud and sunny later on, or sunny intervals. So I'll keep my fingers crossed. Okay, I'll come up this quiet lane. Maybe a quarter of a mile. And this doesn't look really too promising. Here, there's the footpath there. There's no footpath sign. And there's the footpath sign there. And well, I'm in an open field here, so this part's that looks like a footpath sign in the distance there. But there's no sign of a trodden footpath, so I'll see what happens. That's the Porthmadog, the rocks that rise above Porthmadog. A bit further down there, it's a popular rock climbing area. Okay, there's the Porthmadog mountain, and I can see a footpath sign here on this side of this gate. Yeah, unfortunately, someone's coming down to have a word with me. Yeah, well, yeah, because this can't see any right of way. Well, I can't see any access here. Yeah, all's well that ends well. A very friendly lady came out, and after a chat told me this hidden style here, right? So yeah, I'm all set. I'm glad I didn't unravel that complicated knot holding that dilapidated fence. Okay, I just came through that gate, and again no sign of a trodden footpath, so I'm on private property here probably, but there's supposed to be a public right of way going across it. Luckily I consulted my phone app, View Ranger, and yeah, very good. Here's the right of way up here. Okay, Porthmadog Mountain. So, say my eyesight's not all that good. One of the things that comes with as you age, and so I've finally spotted a gate. So, yeah. And this path that runs along the side of this wall, or near to it, it's branching away a bit now, but I think it's somewhat trodden, mainly probably, well, the sheep have probably got something to do with it, but rock climbers apparently come here, according to that lady, and it's fairly popular with rock climbers. They're looking for, well, they're pretty broken up those rocks, but looking for rock climbers at this end of the Porthmadog rock formation. There's the Porthmadog mountain. I did hear some voices up, I think around the other side of those rocks, so there are some rock climbers up there, and maybe that's why that lady came out. She's already seen some people trying to find the way. Okay, I've come through the farmyard and spotted some more footpath signs. Okay, now that's that sign there says that this is a permissive footpath, but let's see how if it's overgrown. A little bit of a rough section here, just a few feet, but so far so good. It's well, I just continue on. You can see what kind of a day it is, pretty gloomy and overcast. Not a very good day for taking videos, I'm afraid. The colour, there'll be very little in the way of colour. Came a few feet from the last clip and you can see normally there would be a pretty good view of the big mountains from here, but of course yeah, the cloud's down to about, well, certainly I would say under 1,000 feet. You can see once you get behind the that ridge that runs above Porthmadog, the village of Porthmadog. It's pretty wild moorland up here. Well, this is encouraging. There's a footpath sign that indicates I'm on a right of way. There's some, well, they look like prehistoric, of course, probably remains of an old barn. Over there is Porthmadog. You can't really see it too well because it's a gloomy day. And immediately below me is Porthmadog. Slight correction. Porthmadog and Porthmadog is over that way, and immediately below me is the village of Penmorfa, where I parked the car just about there. And of course the Porthmadog mountain. Okay, so now I begin a steep descent, well, back down to the village, yeah, down to the road at least. I immediately encountered a problem, this rough ground, and just where the footpath goes is in anyone's guess. I'll have to put the camera away. Summer months, we've got this problem. Ferns. I think there is a footpath of, looks like people have forced, or it might be sheep, have forced a way around through there. And of course, the bracken, it's, in the winter months, you've got the problem of mud, but at least you can see the footpath more clearly. Yes, footpath signs are there. This style you can't see until you're just about within 5 feet of it. So I've got to force my way through there somewhere. Well, I'll just take another little shot to show it's a pretty steep drop down there, down to the village. But I think I'll go down at a slant over there somewhere. I just descended 50 feet down that slope, basically on the backside, and looks like a kind of like a semblance of a footpath just here. There is one marked on the map, and that map is a bit, the phone app map is a bit of a lifesaver. The semblance of a path there is luckily still there, and if you're a bit of a rock climber, this is the kind of ground you normally have to go through to get to the rocks, if you're looking for rocks that are not often climbed. Okay, all's well that ends well, but I had to descend down 150 feet of fairly steep slope on my backside basically, and I was only a few feet out, so I hit this footpath about 20 yards down there. But there is a semblance of a footpath, I suppose, if you know where to, but it disappears. No way you can pick it up. But all's well that ends well, and looks like this is a well-trodden footpath, no problem now. Okay, I'm back to civilization. I'm probably just now, less than a quarter of a mile from where I parked the car. There's a nice cottage. I just came down there. There was another house a little bit, just 100 yards further up. Okay, pretty well the end of this walk. Okay, I'll just point this out. That's basically just where I just came down. Basically, as I say, on my backside, down from that ridge top there. The route I took isn't recommended. Yeah,